Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. So we still have Marvel Champions out there, and we've got Prowler on the board, continuing on with him. So I thought we'd do a switch over. We're going to do Iron Man, the Technova Protection Iron Man, against the Prowler. So I think She-Hulk was really kind of a get after it kind of hero, where Iron Man takes a little bit of a build. I'm kind of wondering what effect that has playing against Prowler, so I thought we'd give it a shot with a build character against Prowler. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher, especially with that running interference in there, and if those cards manage to come up while I'm doing my build. So that's what we're doing. We're reset back to Prowler Standard because we want to start off a little bit easier. We've got our stealing tech out there, which really what that tells us to do is throw an invention card out there, and then we have to decide whether we discard a card or put an additional threat there at the beginning of the villain phase. So let's see here. We need an invention card, and we have the Iron Spider suit, which is the one that takes away 1 damage from an attack. Okay, not too horrible. It gives him an additional attack too, which is kind of annoying. But truth be told, we probably won't be going Iron Man this first round. We'll see how it works out, but likely that's not going to happen. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what we come up with here. We have punches, towers, energy. We'll just go ahead and set those aside. All right, so things that I'm not... Well, one of the things is I don't see any armor. That's a bit of a downer. So all of this is going to go away. I'm tempted to throw away the downtime also, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to hold on to that because I want to search for armor really bad and I don't have any. All right, so then we've got a holy cow. It's a no armor Tony Stark. Wow, that's going to make this game interesting. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to use Tony's Futurist and take a look at 3 cards. There's 3. And we get... Hey, look, there's a piece of armor. Let's go ahead and we will grab the piece of armor. Or do I not grab the piece of armor? No, I think I grabbed the piece of armor. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2. We're going to Stark Tower out there. Actually, we're going to do this instead. We're going to do 2 and get our Stark Tower out there. We will use Stark Tower. I'm trying to figure out which card I want to keep. I think we will keep this one. Because what we will do then is we use our Stark Tower to get our rocket boots back. Ah, no. Sorry. I'm not sure which one I want to keep. I want to keep... let's keep Avengers Mansion. Damn it. We'll keep one of them. All right. There we go. We're going to use Stark Tower to get our rocket boots back. We're going to pay 4 for Avengers Mansion. We'll use Avengers Mansion to get a card. Oh, it's the big armor. We'll get rid of the big armor to put our rocket boots out. Okay. So that's going to give us an additional 1 health. So we're going to get up to 10. That's good at least. And then we're going to be done. And we're going to draw 6 cards. All right. Let's move the rocket boots over there. I'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we should be in a place to next turn. Yeah, we should. Yeah. Should be in a place to do some stuff next turn, I think. Okay. So let's go over to the villain side of the board. Villain side, we're going to put a threat on there, and then we're going to keep our card and put a second threat on there. Prowler's going to see Tony Stark out here, and he's going to decide to scheme. Right now he's scheming for 1, and he's going to get a bonus of +1 for each attachment. So another 1, so he's going to scheme for 2. Not too bad. Let's see what our encounter card is. Counter card is, survey says, ooh, ouch, increased production. So that's going to come out with 3 threat on it, and when the hero phase begins, reveal the top card of the invention deck. So that's going to give him 2 inventions. Okay, that is kind of an ouch thing. All right. Actually, I'm glad I didn't get that as a boost card because that's got 3 boost symbols on it. That would have sucked. Okay. All right. So that's the end of the villain's turn. So when the hero phase begins, he gets another invention. So now he's got, oh wait, sorry. End of the villain phase, that goes away. And he gets another invention. Then we go over to the hero turn, and he's going to get another invention because of the increased production. So now he's got air gauntlets, which stun when he attacks, and he's got the camouflage tech, which makes him hard to see. All right. All right, so what do we want to do? We're over to the hero side. So let's go ahead and get our extra card with Avengers Mansion. Let's Stark Tower and get our armor back. All right. Now we have all sorts of fun things that we want to do here. One of the things that we want to do is definitely we want to get our arc reactor out there. So let's get the arc reactor out there. That's like it's got to happen. All right. The next thing up is, should we get our armor out there? I think we do our armor, get our armor out there. We get our other set of rocket boots out there, and we're getting kind of armored up at this point in time, right? We'll hold on to this repulsor blast. So what we've got now is an armor. So we got an armor, 2 sets of boots, and an arc reactor. So we're looking pretty good on our Iron Man build this turn. Problem is we can't really attack. We could. No, the repulsor blast is an attack, so that won't do me any good this turn. What we should probably do is flip over to Iron Man, thwart for 2, and then we'll use our arc reactor to untap. And I think we're going to thwart for 2 and take off of the stealing tech. Part of me wants to get rid of the increased production, just make it outright gone, but I think I want to keep stealing tech from flipping, so we'll take that out. All right. Looking at the rest of what we got, looks like we're done. I need to take a look at our total hit points. So we should be at, this is giving me 6, 7, 8, plus our original 9. We should be at 17. So 10, 17. And we'll double check that. So 9, 10, 11. Plus 6 is 17. All right, so we got lots of hit points. All right, what's our hand size going to be? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's grab 5 cards. Well, we're going to grab 4 cards to get us up to 5. So there's our 5. All right. Now we're going to go over to the villain's turn. So on Prowler's turn, we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Do I discard a card, or we'll do another threat on the main scheme? All right, reason for that is I've got enough to pay for, well, maybe I should, because we can Avengers Mansion and get another card. Yeah, we'll discard a card instead of doing threat on the main scheme. Okay. Actually, we'll get rid of the med team. There we go. Okay. So Prowler is going to see Iron Man out there. He's going to come to attack Iron Man. So he's attacking for 2. And when he hits, he's going to stun me, which is super annoying. So he's got 2. And we are going to do 3. We're going to take 3 damage. Oh, I forget, I'm all suited up. 3 damage, that's nothing. We're good with that. All right, now the scary thing is the 2 encounter cards. That's a little bit on the tougher side. So let's get 2 encounter cards out there. 1, 2, because the increased production says another encounter card. Encounter card number 1. New toys attached to Prowler. Force interrupt. When hero phase begins, the first player must either exhaust their identity or reveal the top card of the invention deck, and then discard new toys. Okay. And then the second one is, oh, he's going to attack again. All right, we're okay with that. We can take another attack. So he's attacking for 2. Oh, I should be stunned. Sorry, the air gauntlet stunned me, so I should be stunned. I can't get double stunned, so we're okay with that. He's going to attack again. We're going to take it again. He's attacking for 2. And that's it. So we're going to get a bonus, and he's going to do 4 total. All right, so if I do that, so 4 plus 3 is 7. So let's make this a 7 with a 5 out there. There we go. All right, so it is the end of the villain phase. These go away. He gets a new toy. All right, that's the glider that says he gets additional boost card when he activates. All right, so the next part is going to be, we're going to go over to the hero side of the board. On the hero side of the board, I have a, when the hero phase begins, get a top card. When the hero phase begins, exhaust my hero or give them the top card. So we will go ahead and give him the top card twice. So he's going to get both of these things. All right, so he's got a getaway jacket, and that does damage if I attack him. He gets a wingsuit, which says he does a damage to every character I control when he attacks. And he's got the glider. So he's got all sorts of craziness going on there, and I'm stunned. Looking great so far. All right. We're back to the hero side. So that was the beginning of the hero phase. We are going to draw a card because we can. We have the power of protection. I keep thinking persuasion, but that's different. So power of protection. All right. Being stunned is pretty annoying, honestly. Do I want to do something about that? So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to thwart and get rid of the increased production. And then we'll use our arc reactor to untap. Let's pay 2. And we'll put out some gauntlets. I'm thinking maybe I should, I don't know, well, do I want to keep this so I can go aerial or not? I don't think we're going to worry about it. I'm going to use my powered gauntlets, which is an attack, which should take away my stunned. All right. So next up, so I would not take the damage because that was a replacement effect and I was stunned, so I don't actually get the attack. So I think what we're going to do next is we're going to thwart for 2 on the stealing tech, knock it down to 1. And then I think we're going to repulsor blast the Prowler. So let's do that. Let's try to do some damage here. We're going to get 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I see, ugh, that was my helmet, which would have been nice to have. I see 2 lightning bolts, so we're going to do 5 damage. So we can just flip that 1. So he's down to 5. And then he is going to do a damage to Iron Man. So Iron Man's going to take 1 from the getaway jacket. All right, and then we're done. Iron Man up. All right, let's see how many cards we get. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So we're looking pretty good there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And we're getting back to the end of our deck there. Okay. Villain's turn. Put a threat on the main scheme. Do I want to discard a card or additional threat? We'll go ahead and discard a card because I'm pretty happy with my card churn at this point in time. I think I can get cards. I could math it out, but I'm not going to worry about it. Next thing is the Prowler is going to see Iron Man out there and come to attack Iron Man. Now this is a little bit scary. We've got 9 life. Let's see here. He's going to get 2 boost cards, and then he's going to do an additional damage. We should be okay. We might need to heal after this round, though. All right, so he's going to get 2 boost cards on his attack. So that's 2, and we're just going to take it. So let's see here. All Tied Up has none, and New Toys has 1. So we get 1 boost. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take 3 damage, and there's an additional 1 that comes from over here. So we're going to take 4 total. So I'm going to take this off of here, and we're going to flip this over to a 10. So we're going to go from 5, 6, 7, 8 to 12. All right. Now, we need an encounter card. Counter card is... Ooh, Shadows of the Past. That means Whiplash is coming out, and he's got Retaliate. Might have been a great time to get that Repulsor Blast. You get an Imminent Overload, which is going to have 4 threat on it. And gives me an acceleration. And these 3 cards need to go into the deck. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the Prowler's turn. All of his little doodads are going to go away, and I need to go back to just 1 doodad. Kind of thinking I need to heal this next round. I'd kind of like to Repulsor Blast Whiplash also. I would also like to get that Imminent Overload out of the way because I don't like that being out there. All right, we need to reveal or reshuffle his doodad deck, his invention deck. Gonna shuffle it up. And at the end of his turn, he gets 1. So he's gonna get the Stun Gauntlets. All right. All right, end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero side. So what are you looking at here? We've got a Repulsor Blast. We could throw out some Powered Gauntlets. Getting Pepper Potts out would be nice. We're probably going to go over to Tony Stark at the end of this round because we've taken a lot of damage and we could use some healing. So part of that is, do we save ourselves to actually do some healing at the end, or do we double thwart on the Imminent Overload and get it out of the way? All right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a Repulsor Blast. Ooh, how many cards do I have? I have, I think, 4 cards in there. So let's try to Repulsor Blast Whiplash and see if we can take him out with the 4 cards that we've got. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on the Repulsor Blast. So Whiplash is out of there. His Retaliate doesn't trigger because he's gone. So don't have to worry about that. That's good. We will thwart to get the Imminent Overload down. We'll Arc Reactor. We will go ahead and thwart again. So we don't have to worry about the Imminent Overload. We will use our Powered Gauntlets to do 1 damage to the Prowler. We'll use our Avengers Mansion. Oh, we need another encounter card coming out there. We're going to use our Avengers Mansion to get a card. My card is another Repulsor Blast. So do I shoot off another Repulsor Blast now? No, I think that's a little bit greedy. I think we'll hold off on that. Let's go ahead and flip over to Tony Stark. We're going to do our Futurist and get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We've got Endurance, an Energy Barrier, and Enhanced Reflexes. I think we will keep the Endurance. We'll drop these in the discard. We will Stark Tower and get our Energy Barrier. All right. I think I would like to get Pepper Potts out. So that's 1, 2, 3 to get Pepper Potts out, right? 1, 2, 3. That puts Pepper Potts into play. And then the question is, after that, do I go after the Endurance or do I go after the Energy Barrier? I think I'm going to go after the Energy Barrier. So we're going to get Energy Barrier out there with 3 counters on it. 3. So I'm getting the whole Iron Man stack going. And I think we're done at that point in time. So untap. Lots of untapping going on. Okay. We will get our 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got lots of stuff. All right. We're going to flip over to the villain's turn at that point. So villain's turn. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put a threat on the main scheme. We're going to decide whether we discard a card or put an additional threat. We will discard a card. Get rid of the med team. All right. The Prowler is going to see Tony Stark out there, so he's going to scheme. He's going to scheme for 1. He's going to get a bonus of... discard the top 3 cards of my deck. Okay, that's not bad. So he's just going to scheme for 1. 1, 2, 3, and I have to discard these 3 cards. Oh, they're on my helmet again. Okay, so he just schemes for 1. I'm down with that. All right, now we need encounter cards. So we've got 1 that we were prepped with from before from our deck running out, and then we've got another one. So encounter card number 1 is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support that I control. I think we will get rid of... let's get rid of one of our rocket boots. So it's going to take us down 1 health. And that goes away. All right, okay with that. All right, encounter card number 2 is the Tinkerer. Oh. When revealed, the Tinkerer schemes, and he's going to scheme equal to the amount of attachments on the Prowler, so that means he's going to scheme for 1. All right. I was afraid he was going to pop it, but we're okay. All right, that is the end of the villain phase, and we are back over to the hero phase. So I think we got all sorts of fun things we can do. Where do we want to start? Let's start with Avengers Mansion and get a card. Then let's get our, do we want to get our rocket boots back? Let's use our Futurist and get 3 cards first. 1, 2, 3. We've got Nova, War Machine, and a Supersonic Punch. Oops, sorry. At the end of the Prowler's turn, he should have got a new tech. Oh, god damn it. He got the stupid camouflage tech that helps him hide. All right. Do we keep the Supersonic Punch or do we go with Nova? Because Nova would be kind of nice because he can attack and do other fun things. But Supersonic Punch I think maybe we do supersonic punch. Because we might get lucky and be able to just blast the Prowler out of there if we do that. Yeah, okay. Let's go that route. Oh, we need to go aerial in order to make that happen. We might not be able to blast the Prowler out of there. But I haven't used my Stark Tower yet, so let's Stark Tower and get our last... Hey, there's some boots. All right, so how do we want to work this here? Let us... If we use this, we can go aerial. And this, we can make it so we can hit people. Actually, so we need to go over to Iron Man, right? We're going to spend 1, so that says spend a mental resource until the end of the turn. Treat this card as though it were blank. So this is a blank card now. All right, we will then go, we'll use Pepper Potts to make us go aerial. So now we're flying. Next up, we will I'm trying to think here. Pepper Potts made us go aerial. We took care of that. We're going to do 1, 2, and we're going to supersonic punch the Prowler for 8 now that we're aerial. All right, so that's going to take the Prowler out. Prowler's out. Prowler 2 is going to come out. And he's going to get 15 hit points. 10, 2, 2, 1. I'm taking a pretty big gamble here. And Contract Killing is going to come out. Let's see here. Spider Bots. Where's Contract Killing? I'm taking a gamble that's not going to pay off because I'm doubting myself at this point. All right. Contract Killing is going to come out. That's going to have 3 threat on it. So 3. All right, so now we got Prowler number 2 out there. We can still see him. We are aerial at this point because we spent 1 to go aerial. So now we need to do a repulsor blast against the Prowler. So we're doing 1 and we're going to get 5 cards, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the Prowler. So let's see here. If we do 7, so that's a 2 and a 5. And he's down to 8 at that point in time. Oh, yeah, 8. All right, so then we're going to do another repulsor blast. We're going to get 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's down to 1. And then we can gauntlet him. Ding! Zap! And he's gone. All right. So there we go. Iron Man takes out the Prowler. I think I worked that last round out right. There was a lot going on, but I think I got it. I had enough cushion. I could have bonked him a couple of times with Iron Man, but if it had gone past that round, I think between the Contract Killing and the damage, I would have been gone. So was playing that kind of risky because if I would have drawn cards for my repulsor blast that didn't go my way, I would have ended up very dead, I think, at the end of that round. So I think I got the win there. Iron Man did the build and got the kill on the Prowler. So next up, we'll probably do another one and see if it works out the same against standard Prowler. But the Tech Nova deck takes a little bit more building and a little bit more time, but I think we get a good end result there. So that's it for this playthrough. Let me know corrections, suggestions, all of the above like normal. And thanks for watching.